Yo, me back to another episode of Minecraft Survival Games. Today we play on the map Winds of Change, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I don't typically talk about, and that's going to be sports. In particular, I'm going to be talking about baseball. Now, I'm a bit frustrated because I already did this recording, but Minecraft crashed right as I hit the stop record button, and it completely corrupted my recording, so I'm doing this for the second time, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me here. So let's get going into this game. Okay, so, I'm going to be telling you guys a story from my childhood that ties into baseball. So, baseball is the sport that I did for the longest period of time in my life. Even though I've been doing rowing for 4 years, and I've probably done more rowing-related stuff time-wise than I have baseball. I've probably invested a lot more time in rowing than baseball. I did baseball for 6 years as opposed to 4, even though I wasn't practicing as much as I was, rowing. So, with that being said, I did baseball from, I think, kindergarten to 5th grade, spring of 5th grade. So, okay, you know, I started out in kindergarten when everyone else was starting out with, t-ball. Everyone does t-ball when they're younger. So I did some t-ball. Okay, got him. I did t-ball when I was younger, and that was good, and then when you go to 1st grade, they do coach pitch, where the coaches do, like, light, underhanded tosses to you, and then you hit those. And then, and, like, 2nd and 3rd grade, you move on to machine pitch, where they put a ball in a machine, and it spits it at you at, like, 30 or 40 miles an hour. So, you do that. And then, finally, in 4th grade, they begin kid pitch. Now, I was always a kid who was afraid to be hit by the pitcher when I was in the batter's box. You know, I knew that 4th and 5th graders were very inexperienced pitchers, and I saw a lot of my friends get hit by the ball when they would go up to the batter's box. In fact, there was this one kid who was like a ball magnet, and every single time he'd go up, he'd be hit by the ball. So, for those of you that don't know the specific rules of baseball, if a pitcher throws the ball at you and it hits you, you get a free walk to 1st base. So, you know, that's a pretty decent deal if you ask me, you know. That sounds like a fair rule. So anyway, I was always scared to be hit by the ball, you know. I wasn't super invested in baseball, you know. I wasn't like pouring my heart and soul into it. I was just doing it because I kind of thought it was fun. You know, I wasn't, like, super competitive with it. In my opinion, I'd rather strike out than be hit with the ball and it be super painful and then walk to 1st base and have to deal with the pain for a few days. 'Cause it hurts to be hit with a baseball. Like, a 30 or 40 mile an hour pitch will hurt you a lot if it hits you in the wrong spot. So anyway, this is my last season, probably one of my last games. So it's 5th grade, it's in the spring, summer's rolling around, and in Texas, it gets kind of hot in like April and May. So it was about that time of year, you know, it's getting pretty toasty, and, you know, it's baseball season. Baseball season's in full effect. So, basically, before you bat, you have to, before you bat, I thought I had another iron ingot or a diamond. Before you go up to bat, there's a ring, in the dirt that you can stand in by the dugout where you get to do your practice swings before you go up to bat. So I remember I was doing my practice swings and I'm watching, the pitcher pitch to the batter, and then I take a good look at this pitcher, and for a 5th grader, this guy is huge. He is very strong, very big, very tall. I did not want to go up in front of this guy and have him pitch to me, you know? I was kind of scared by this guy. I was really scared. And if this guy threw the ball and it hit me, I knew it would hurt a lot, increasing my fears. So basically, what happens is I go up. I go into the batter's box. I go into the batter's box. And, I stand near the back. I stand near the back so that way, it reduces my chances of getting hit by the ball. I'm gonna loop around this way and then go to a crafting table to make my diamond sword. It decreases your chances of being hit by the ball if you stand near the back of the batter's box. So basically, 1st pitch comes, And, you know, I don't remember it too well. I don't remember, like, the specific pitch or whatever, but I remember I got a strike, okay? So, strike 1 has happened. I got 2 more strikes before I'm out. So, this is the pitch that is really the game changer. He winds up and pitches it to me, and the way it's looking, it looks like it's going to be very close to hitting me, even though it's in the back of the batter's box. So, I mean, you have a split second to make a decision when the pitcher throws it at you. So, anyway, as the ball was coming to me, I decided to swing. I thought it wasn't going to hit in the center of the bat. That was for sure. It was going to hit on the end of the bat a bit closer to me, but the way it was looking, it still looked like I was going to get a solid hit out of it. But remember how I said this pitcher looked really good? Well, he was, because he threw a curveball at me. And anyway, right as the ball was approaching the bat, it did like a last second curve, and it hit me in the hand. And this thing was so painful. I cannot describe how painful this was to be hit in the hand. So you might be wondering where in the hand, because there's different parts of the hand where you can be hit, and it might not hurt as much depending on where you get hit. Okay, so I want everyone right now to take a look at their right hand. So if you take a look at your right hand on your right index finger, you'll notice it bends in 2 places. I'm actually going to take a look at my hand now, so I'm not going to be moving the mouse much. Okay, it bends in 2 places. So I got it hit on the bend closer to the center of my hand. So not the one near the fingernail, the one near the center of the hand. I got it hit on that bend on the side closer to my middle finger, not my thumb. So if that makes sense. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, because it's a weird spot of your body to describe. If you need me to explain again, if you take a look at your index finger on your right hand, it bends in 2 places. The bend closer to the middle of my hand, it hit me there on the side closer to my middle finger. I don't even know how it hit there. I don't know how, like, what it did, but it hit me there. And I remember it being so painful, and I started to walk to first base. I'm like, you know, I got hit. It was super painful. I couldn't feel my finger. It was just numb, and it hurt. Like, it was numb and it hurt at the same time. It's kind of a weird feeling to describe. But yeah, it felt jammed. It felt like, there's a lot of words I could use to describe how it felt. But then the umpire was like, "Oh, whoa, don't walk anyway. You still gotta bat." I'm like, "Bat? I got hit. I can't bat." So this is my least favorite rule in baseball, and I think it's completely BS. If you get hit, if the pitcher throws the ball and it hits your body, you get a free walk to first. But if it hits your hands, it counts as a strike no matter what, because your hands are a part of the bat. Bull! They are not a part of the bat. Your hands are a part of your body. It should be a free walk to first. I mean, let's look at it this way. Major League Baseball is probably where the rules matter the most, of course. Because, you know, people's jobs and money and all that, and television and all that stuff is on the line with MLB. And in Major League Baseball, they can pitch those balls at 80, 90, even sometimes up to 100 miles an hour. So, why would any player want to be hit in the hand, destroying their hand with a ball that's being thrown at 90 miles an hour just so they could get a free walk to first base? I could barely grip the bat to take another swing after I got hit in the hand. So, like, you should get a free walk to first. Yeah, you should get a free walk to first, because it's clearly an accident if it hits your hand. No one's intentionally going to get hit in the hand, because it's going to really hurt. You know, your bones are so close to your skin and your hands, like, it's just not going to feel good. And it's not going to be advantageous. Like, I mean, if you get hit in the leg by a ball that's being thrown that fast, you might have a bruise for a day or two, but you know, there's a lot of meat on your leg. You know, it's not going to hurt as bad than right at the bone in your fingers. So anyway, that's my least favorite rule. I think it's BS. So anyway, to wrap up the story, it's not that much longer. I was forced to play some more. So third pitch comes, I hit a pop fly. No one catches it. I make it to first base. Next batter goes. I make it to third base. And then I think next batter goes and I struck out. So I didn't get a score. So basically, my effort of continuing to play was put to waste because other people couldn't hit the ball that much. Other players couldn't hit the ball. I mean, this pitcher was a maniac, so I can't really blame them. But yeah, it was what it felt. I didn't like the fact that it was extremely useless. This guy jump scared me pretty bad. Sorry about that loud noise, guys. If that scared you, I definitely got scared by that. But it looks like we're going to deathmatch, and it's going to be pretty smooth sailing based off the gear we have. Okay. Oh man, my nose is a bit runny. I'm a bit sick still. If you guys couldn't tell. Okay, let me get that flint. Let's just turn the rest of these into flint and steel. Okay, we got that there, and there. Okay, so looks like things are gonna. I'm not gonna need all this food. I'll keep the bread just for backup. Maybe the apples, I don't know. Okay, so we'll keep all this going in a deathmatch. So that is that. Basically, afterward, I went to the hospital and I got a splint put on my finger. A splint is a thing that's metal on one side and cushiony and spongy on the other side. And it was wrapped around my finger, so I wasn't able to bend my finger for 4 days. And, you know, that came with its slight inconveniences, but you know, after it was all said and done, I don't have any marks on my finger, and my finger is as good as new. So, you know, nothing too major, but it was just painful for a few days, and I had to get a splint on my hand. So, that's kind of just my story. Got him, there we go. Okay, so that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my baseball story, and we got a victory. Hey, guys, for watching Dave's Tobu of MCSG. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!